Hey Exiles, good evening. Wow, what a past 24 hours it has been. Before we get into any of the chatting about the fallout of last night's interview with Jonathan Rogers, of which there was a lot, 99% of it good fallout, right? Very positive, awesome reception. I was probably less productive at work than I should have been because I did have my cell phone and I was listening to various reactions on Twitch to the interview. You know, Zizarin, Arrow, Jorgen, Localhole, Pox, many different people. So there was a lot of reactions and a lot of discourse about the interview. I'll get into that in a moment. First of all, before we get into it, hi Kitty, welcome Zoja. Thank you all so much for the support. Again, holy crap, we had a peak of 7,492 viewers across YouTube and Twitch, and that's not counting multi-streams, that's just in ours. The VOD of the interview, the stream is at 37,000 views. The cut up interview is at like 111,000 views. There are people's reactions uploaded. There are shorts that were blasted out about it. Like, guys, we were at the top of both Path of Exile subreddit. Like, it was such a perfect storm of events yesterday. And we will talk about the discourse in a little bit. But to anyone, okay, subjectively, you can think whatever you want of me. You can hate me. You can love me. You can think I'm milquetoast. You can think whatever, right? You can think I'm okay. Whatever. Objectively, that was not a fluff interview. That interview had a lot of good stuff coming from it. From Path of Exile 1-2 perspective, from PoE 2 perspective. Jonathan elaborated on a lot of stuff. He revealed a lot of their design philosophies and decisions. And there were a lot of good back and forth exchanges. So, objectively, I think that was a positive, productive, and insightful interview, which is exactly what I was trying to hit when we did it. Bogus Sauce Bro, thanks for the T1, 6 months in a row. Hello Lee. Hey Voice of the Emperor. Hey Bogus Sauce. Hey Leap Ninja 95. Hey Poeticate Man. Hey, what's going on? Oh, don't come on screen. Don't come on screen. Where's Mom? 1 second, guys. Where is Mom? What's going on? Is Mom not here? 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. Almost had daughter appearing on the stream, which is not what I want. Hey Tony, hey Kawas, hey Uncle Jay, what's happening? Hey Gavin. Oh come on, dude, nothing to say. Just shut your trap. Wait, whoa, Penguin Patasso, bro, what's happening? Clicked a vid about Fallout from the interview and I get try talking to me like a child telling me not to come on screen. My daughter was like walking. I thought I got her asleep. I did not get her asleep. So, yeah. Had to get her asleep. Okay, so before we get into the Fallout, guys, as we let people filter in, I thought it would be fun to do my very first Arbiter of Ash on stream with you all. Let's see if I fail. Let's see if I succeed in one go. I finally have enough currency to buy the last Crisis fragment. I believe it's the ancient one, the one I need. I haven't found a darn other citadel. I'm just gonna buy it. Yep, so I just need the Ancient Crisis Fragment. And I figured, as we're letting people filter in, we'll just go ahead and do that. So it's the... Did I just scroll past it? Ancient Crisis Fragment. Exalted Orb, it's 580. So how many div is that right now? 1 for 1.56 div. Honestly, yeah, I don't care. 1 for 2. I'll do that right now. I don't really care. All right. Hey, Omega Cybers, what's happening? Oh, no problem. Penguin with Tasso. Doing it blind. Oh, I've done Arbiter. I beat tier 4 Arbiter last league. I haven't fought him since last league though. Wait, where's my little home? Yeah, there we go. All right, how many? I'm like what? 1, 2, 3 maps away, perhaps. Oh, a mire map. Oh god, a decay and a mire, of course. Let's just pop through. Hey man, what's going on? Thanks for the sub, the gifted sub, Prince of Persia. Hey, Crisis Fragments are giga expensive. That was 2 div for a Geonor, actually. Wait, I don't need to map there. I can just select the burn. Today I learned. Thank you. I legit did not know that. Okay, I have like 30 T15 waystones. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna turn audio up. Let me know if it gets too loud. I've not done it on this build, and my single target DPS is pretty terrible.
Seems the door's missing something.
The door's missing something. The game's still terrible. Yeah, if you're not liking the game right now, yeah, maybe there's gonna be some more patches coming through, and give it a try when those come through. Just wait for 0.3, wait for 1.0. If you already bought into it, you probably played at least, 30 hours, $1 an hour. It's pretty darn good. Time for money, or money for time, time for money, whatever. Either works.
The prettiest piece makes the whole complete.
TH Apple, thanks so much for the Prime, dude. Fantastic interview. It was great seeing how much Jonathan opened up with the good vibes. We are going to talk about all that in just a moment. Okay, there we go. Arbiter of Ash. I have not done Arbiter on this build before. I have not actually seen it done on Lightning Spear. We're gonna see how it goes, guys. I might get my butt kicked, but I have unlimited attempts, so it's fine. I love this fight, by the way. I'm an Arbiter enjoyer.
It all comes down to this.
You are too late. The 4th edict already burns for you. Flare. She revokes your existence. Oh, the advance.
Also, my character is not tanky at all. So this is going to be... I walked up a second too early. Hey, Poetic Hitman 114, thanks for the $2. There was indeed a fallout, and we're going to be talking about it after I do Arbiter.
You are too late.
I stepped out a moment too soon.
Burns for you.
It's okay. I did this max tier no deaths ethically before. Yeah, by the way, if you've not seen all the Arbiter's mechanics, you're about to see all of the Arbiter's mechanics. So get ready for it, guys. Oh my gosh. They made it so much more evident. I've not seen it since the new tells. That's actually crazy. I didn't realize how like, crazy obvious they made it. Man, I was not lucky there. I didn't even get any time to deep sim. All right, that should be the phase right there. All right. Remember, guys, unoptimized build right here.
Submit, Plagueborn. Yes, mortal.
Straight through the app.
Mother soul persists.
Ah! Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time.
You are too
I love the visuals for this fight. I also love the audio.
burns for your
Oh shoot! I'm not escaping any allegations here of being a bad player, but I've never really gone against the allegations of being a bad player.
the fourth.
I've always embraced the allegations because I'm not really a good player. So, come on, come on, come on, come on, get that lightning proc. Thank you.
Endless ravaging pain. Accept.
Oh my gosh, and I'm not tanky at all. So every time I get caught in that beam, I'm just pretty much dead. Oh, you actually get to see the mechanics. Yes, guys. We'll talk about the interview soon. I swear this is going to be the time, right? I'm just trying to stall to let more people come in.
Burns for
Oh. There was a lag spike that time. There was a lag spike, guys. All right, there was lag. Hey, always Rogue. What's happening, man?
You are too late.
There we go. Hey, Action RPG, what's going on, dude?
Burns for your
I feel a little weird calling you Action RPG. I think I'm gonna call you Aaron. Okay? I don't like that. All right.
ashes to ashes.
Okay, I got really lucky on that. He did a beam there. That should be phase. What? No! God! Oh. Yeah, I can damage him when he's dropping those. Oh, I thought I phased him there. Okay. All right, here we go. We're getting every minute we're getting like 30 more viewers in. Guys, I'm just stalling, okay? We'll talk momentarily. Okay?
Burning horizon. Engulf.
No, 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 no. You. He's gonna phase too. Oh my gosh, it's so simple. I'm just so squishy. Oh my gosh. Okay. It reminds me of raid fights. That's why I like this fight. Like, the mechanics are giga simple, guys, right? All you gotta do is dance with them, all right? And there's literally only one other mechanic that happens during the ball phase, and it's potentially that beam right there.
Ashes to ashes.
Butthole. We'll be talking about buttholes in a moment. Don't worry, guys. Come on, bro. Give me a second to deeps. You little butt. Oh! See, like, it's fun to completely trivialize fights in ARPGs. I totally get that. I also like engaging at all the mechanics personally more, but it is fun when my character gets to a point where I just completely obliterate this guy. Last try, and then we're talking about the freaking topic, okay, guys? Last try, last try. If we die, we die. That's some tight stuff there, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, just get him down. No, no, he's gonna freaking... Okay. All right. No, no, you little... All right, phase. All right, guys, here we go. Last attempt for the next probably 20 minutes as I talk about the Fallout. Okay. All right. All right. So he goes kaboom, kaboom. Freaking. Okay. I don't think I can tank that ability. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. Character select. All right, guys. All right, I'll stop stalling. All right. Did I roll into that one? Did I roll into that one? Really? Did I though? Okay. If there were Cirrus storms, would I feel the same way? Bro, I am a Cirrus fight enjoyer. Okay, as you'll see once we play Path of Exile 1 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, if you tune in. Okay, guys. So, sorry for stalling. Okay, sorry for stalling. I appreciate you guys waiting. We let people funnel in. Okay, yesterday, absolutely awesome stream, guys. Tons of fun. Got a lot of insightful information. Great chat with Jonathan from my perspective. They really opened up, and I thought I conducted the interview in an incredibly professional but personable and just informational and constructive way. That was the goal. I spent like 10 hours over the weekend. This is private time, not like on stream or anything. Preparing all the questions, doing all the research. Okay, actually, more than that if you count watching all the prior interviews from Point 2. Watched all the prior interviews for Point 2. Made sure that if there were duplicate questions, that I knew that they were duplicate questions, and I'd already kind of have all of the prior information at hand if necessary. So I put a lot of prep into it, and I think it showed, okay? Almost everybody enjoyed it. I would say 97% of people who watched the interview really thought it was good and insightful. Anybody in the chat disagree? Anybody in the chat feel like, dude, the interview was absolute crap? I would love to debate you now, or chat about it now, because that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the 3% who claim that the interview was fully fluff, unproductive, total shite, had nothing of value within it, and I was throwing softballs after softball to Jonathan. Okay, let's see. Anybody? Omega Cybers. All right, bro, I already banned you. I thought I banned you when you said Druid was worse than Templar. I thought that I banned you yesterday. I did not ask him about the auction house. That is true. Let's get into it. Okay. All right, I don't see the only crap part that was long enough. Totally agree. I would love to do 2 hours, guys, but I'm not going to obviously show the screenshot or anything. Like Nick, the community manager, he like showed me the calendar and he's like, bro, I hope this day and time works for next week. Otherwise, we're going to have to push it. And I was like, no, bro, you're good. He had one 90-minute stretch. I thought my work calendar was bad, guys. Holy crap. What? His calendar was way worse. So, okay. So, all right. There were filler answers. Of course, there were. Yes, there were filler answers. There are some. For example, the nerfs, which is a very divisive topic, right? Lots of people, were screaming at me, all caps. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe you didn't push more on the nerfs, right? And then there were other people who were like, why the heck did you ask for nerfs? You're playing Lightning Spear. What do you do? What is wrong with you? Why would you do, right? And then there's me, who, in my opinion, I didn't ask about mid-league nerfs specifically once, okay? I didn't do it once. I didn't just spend 10 seconds. I asked about it He talked for 3 minutes and he gave great info on the buffs, guys. That's awesome that they're going to do actual character balance. Do you know how amazing that is? That's going to be so cool. I'm so excited for that. That's going to incentivize people to experiment with all sorts of different builds. There are already people out there experimenting with different builds and doing really well. Look at Kaltarak. Look at Snoo. They're all doing really well, right? Look at Jorgen. After that, I said, the buffs sound great, right? But I really want to press in on the nerfs and just hear your reasoning on this. Let's talk about if a certain skill, pull it out of the hat. I listened to the interview again today many times. Pull it out of the hat. Lightning Spear dominates the meta. You know, is that spear dominating the meta worth it in your eyes? And he gave the same answer of just basically, you know what? We can't do it. We can't touch it. There's literally, we're not going to. It was the same answer. What would people like me to do? Am I supposed to then go like, all right, Jonathan, all right, I hear you, Jonathan, but hear me out though. What do you got? I only have an hour and a half with them. I only got through 40% of the questions, right? Like, I don't know. I'm so confused because some of the critiques that I read, I'm wondering, man, I was sitting in that interview. I was paying attention, right? Obviously, by the way, guys, this is where Jonathan was. This is where my camera was. I was watching Jonathan the whole time because I really wanted to make sure that if there was any like moment of hesitation, like what, that I was leaping in and trying to get something, right? So I wasn't not looking at Jonathan, by the way, but like I was trying to keep it moving and trying to ask follow-ups, but I saw all the critiques were, try your softballing. Try. What's going on? Like this is insane. And I didn't see it that way at all. And you don't need to play hardball every time. Like I don't think I'm ever gonna be, I don't know, a hard ass. That's not who I am, right? I'm not that type of I am a right now, right? Presently. Probably in the future. I'm a pretty casual player. Of course I'm gonna goblin mode PoE 1 because my family's gonna be out of town. But usually my family, they live with me, guys. And I don't have a lot of play time. And while I do care a lot about the game and I care a lot about the content, the systems, the development, you guys, right? I don't think I'm ever going to be in that, I don't think I'm ever going to be in that camp or wheelhouse where I'm going to like go aggro in any way. Like I'll press on things, right? As I was trying to do, or kind of jokingly press on things a little bit. Right? Like, I liked getting more insight. Instead of, here's an example. This is my style more to press on things. And I think it works I think it works. I think it makes sense. And this is just how I am. And I think it played out, seeing as Jonathan divulged quite a bit of info. I thought he divulged quite a bit more than I was expecting. Honestly, guys, we are 2 months away from a PoE 2 expansion. 1 week away from their big reveal where they want to reveal everything probably, right? And have as much press go there. And he was just, you know, I swear, like, here you go. Here's some more juicy tidbit. He just kept throwing stuff, right? For example, when he was talking about, you know, okay, we're moving to the 4-month league schedule for PoE 1, PoE 2. We're gonna have leagues every 2 months. PoE 1, PoE 2, PoE 1, PoE 2, PoE 1, PoE 2. 6 total leagues a year. And I think I made a joke like, oh, so you weren't trying to stretch it to the year-long mark, you know, to really lean into the meme or anything. That's me like kind of playfully pressing. That's how I'm probably gonna press on things. Like I'm poking a little bit of truth, right, at holy shit, guys, what the heck? This league has lasted a year. It's like a crazy meme, right? But I'm not saying what the hell, like what's going on? Why is this taking so long? And like, were you guys intentionally just throwing Path of Exile 1 under the bus? Like there's 2 different, you know, I don't know, guys. So, all right, let's see. It's just gonna be my approach, dudes. It's gonna be my approach. And people, it is so funny because the people who are calling me inauthentic are then telling me that I need to be not me in these interviews. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. So, I'd like to showcase everybody Exhibit A of what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm a director of paid media. I have a team of like 10 people that report directly up to me. I make media planning decisions for the company. I do advertisement for trucking employers and warehousing companies and retail companies. All that. That's what I do in my line of work, right? That's what I do as my actual job, right? I act the exact same way. Somebody from my work might be in the chat. They probably don't want to reveal themselves, but they would tell you I act the exact same way. Let's see. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Just as an example. Let's see. Hippocrates, thanks for the membership, man. What's going on, dude? Your style is a velvet glove versus the iron hand. Great way to communicate it. Thanks to the $5. Free men die free. Tell them Spear of Solaris is way too conditional to be worthwhile. Bro, you are dead right. I haven't been able to use that skill and it's really sad. Okay. All right, dudes. I'm going to show you an example of the type of comments that I get about my content that used to almost push me over the edge, but now just make me laugh my ass off. Okay? And I get hundreds of these over the course of a month. Okay? All right. And my mind, logically, I should never read these. But I see them and I read them, and sometimes they make me laugh, sometimes they make me cry. Every single time they're unhinged. So this is the type of person that I'm talking about when I'm saying that people are being a little unreasonable with the way that they perceive certain things. So here we go. Window capture. Add source. Window. Here you go. Okay. I do not see it. It is not showing. Wonder why it's not showing. Huh. That's weird that it's not showing. Okay. Fine. I guess it's saying it's redacted. So, that's a real dark message. Holy crap. Here, we'll just do it this way. We'll just do it this way. All right. Monitor. Okay. Here we go. And I understand what showing this might do. It might, give people like, oh, I'm not going to do this often. I just want to show you guys an example. There were dozens of these on my interview video. I'll read it off to you guys. I approve this comment, by the way. LMFAO. The condom-covered PoE content creator doing an interview with the Tard with the Vision. Grinding Your Games picked the safest bet to provide an update to not have to answer any actual issues. What a shit show. The game doesn't work. Everything is like pulling your teeth out. And Grinding Your Game's solution is cores to ramp up a market to get you more addicted to gambling. They are creating addiction tendencies within you. This is an evil act, not entertainment. We knew that necklace never dropped, but keep ramming your head anyway. Nothing in the game works. Why play with a sack of shit that is in this game? That is this game. I'm new to the whole PoE too, and don't understand how the player base just hates their buttholes. Because Grinding Your Games and Jonathan are running a train on you boys. Save your butthole, boys. Anyone ever been to New Zealand? You can figure out the whole country in 3 hours. Their Navy captain sank out one of 2 boats. If you know what I'm talking about, then how a bunch of developers from New Zealand would design a game. Say hello to the most tedious and pointless game ever. Soon, GGG Studio will be a logistics warehouse anyways. Anyone from New Zealand can confirm this. Save your buttholes, boys. Dozens of these. Dozens on this video. On this interview. Okay? I'm so confuddled that this exists in the world. I'm not trying to be toxic. I just do not understand it. I can't even fathom sitting down and typing that out. I can't fathom ever thinking any thought even remotely close to that. Okay? I just, maybe I'm sheltered. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm like toxically positive. I just, dozens of comments like those dudes. Okay? No, I don't care. Guys, it doesn't hurt. It's stupid. The person is obviously struggling. That's very unfortunate for the person, right? I mean, if they are going in and writing, if people are going in and writing stuff like this, I'm really sorry. If you're watching this, they obviously watched the whole interview, right? But they're detached from reality. So here's one little tidbit that absolutely blew my mind, and I didn't want to go glazing too hard in the interview. I had to rein myself in. I thought that Grinding Gear Games launched PoE 2 in China, not just because I've seen a lot of discourse about like the Chinese player base and everything, right? On like Bilibili and everything, and I've chatted with some people about it. But also because, if you'll remember, Jonathan said a few weeks after EA that they already recouped all their development costs for Path of Exile 2 with the early access sales. 7 years of development recouped with just those supporter packs. And they haven't even touched China yet. And people are like, guys, the game is cooked. The game is dead. GGG are going to go bankrupt. This game is going absolutely nowhere. Jonathan's going to get overthrown. You know what's happening right now? You know what Jonathan apparently told Tencent? You can't not charge China for early access because we already charged the rest of our player base with early access costs. So no, you can't send in early access for free in China. We're not doing that, Tencent. And they said, okay. So yeah, I'm sure Tencent's just going to overthrow Jonathan because they completely recouped their costs on an early access title. They haven't even launched in one of their biggest markets yet. It's just crazy, guys. Like, man. PoE 2, it's just gonna be so cracked. PoE 1 and PoE 2, if they get this down, if they get this cycling down, guys, the whole cadence, oh my god.
The prettiest
it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good for
whole
some people's social lives. I'm going to get less sleep because I'm especially right now, like with the PoE 1. I don't know, a lot of you guys might have only seen me playing PoE 2 and talking a lot about PoE 2 because Path of Exile 1 hasn't had an expansion since Settlers of Kalgur. I did Path of Exile 1 content leading up. It was actually quite successful, and I love that game. I've played Path of Exile 1 since 2019, and while I don't claim to be like a blaster or anything, I do blast the heck out of the game the first 2-3 weeks, and then I'm done with it. So usually what I do is I play Path of Exile 1 and I get all the challenges. And I'll make a video about this for you for Path of Exile 2 folks. But I get the challenges because they come with cosmetic rewards, and I like that. I like completing achievements and then getting stupid pixel rewards on my screen and then having those forevermore, wherein you can't earn them ever again. And all the challenge rewards are usable in Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2. So of course, I'm gonna get all of them when the Path of Exile 1 league comes out, when Secrets of the Atlas comes out. It's super fun. The next league for PoE 2 is gonna be in August 2025. August 2025. No, Mega Cybers, bro, no, you're not getting, no, I'm not doing any challenge builds right now. I actually, So I actually want to talk about that as well, okay? No, all MTX that should be in PoE, like it's usable in PoE 2, will be in PoE 2. For example, if there's a skill in Path of Exile 1 that's not in Path of Exile 2, it will not be in Path of Exile 2, right? A skill MTX, but everything else, yeah, it's going to be in it. So, okay. All right. A bit late for MB Extreme, sadly. Yes, actually a bit late for him. Who knows? Maybe he'll hop back in. Oh, I'm going to play the heck out of the June expansion. So, here you go. Guys, here we go. Yeah, PoE 1 and PoE 2. Yes, you can use your stuff from PoE 1 and PoE 2, the challenge rewards. Okay. Thank you for the compliments on the interview. So, I love a certain man called Josh Strife Hayes. Okay, he's my favorite YouTube content creator. He's probably my favorite content creator, and he has inspired me to do a series for the Path of Exile 1 League, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. Because my family's going to be out of town after it launches, so I'm probably going to stream like most of the days, the weeks subsequent the launch, and I'll stream launch day, of course. I will be playing, or I will be doing a series called, no, not the worst ARPG ever. I'll be doing a series called Reps of Exile. All right, so this is inspired by Josh's Dark Swolls. Okay, I'm going to, with your guys' help, next week we're going to set up a bingo card on Tuesday, and we're going to set up our little wheel, our wheel of reps, or we'll come up with a cool thematic name, maybe Venter's Wheel or something, because it's a gamble. And every time an event happens, okay? Every time an event happens in PoE 1, we're going to spin the wheel. Let's say we level up, or we advance to a new area, or we die, right? Maybe if we die, we spin the wheel 3 times, right? And I will be walking the entire time, getting nice and swole. But I will also have a barbell here, okay? And we're going to have the wheel going. So on the wheel, it might be like 20 push-ups. It might be, 20 bicep curl, or 12 to 14 bicep curls, stuff like that on the wheel. And every time an event happens, we do stuff on the wheel. So we play Path of Exile 1. I am not a racer or a blaster. So we play Path of Exile 1 and we get fit at the same time. It's totally not an excuse for me to work out while on stream, so I don't have to work out while I'm not playing Path of Exile 1. So we can pay to spin the wheel as well. I will do that, but I don't expect much. It will be fun. Okay. So it's gonna be fun. Buff Exiles. I like reps of Exile. Reps of Exile. I don't know. What do you guys think? What's a good name? Reps of Exile, Gains of Exile. Like, I thought Reps of Exile was the snappiest. Probably not shirtless. Not happening. I don't think my wife would approve. Okay. And somebody asked a great question. Was there a question that I really wanted to ask that I didn't get to? My dudes? Yes. Yes, there were. Here, I'll show you guys. I'll highlight the ones. Gonna be a bit of a flashbang, dudes. Pecs of Exile. That's actually good. Oh my god. Path of Flexile. Oh my god. Pecs of Exile is kind of based. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we're doing a breakdown of the interview right now. Here you go. Let's do monitor. Flashbang. Oh my gosh. Let's not flashbang. Sorry guys. Can we change it to... Oh, that's much better. There we go. Hell yeah. Sepia? What is that? What does Sepia do? There we go. All right. All right. Here you go. Okay. So questions that I really wanted to ask, but I didn't get to ask. Honestly, guys, all of them. This one right here, what's an example of an unexpected archetype you've seen gain traction? I wanted to really ask Jonathan's opinion on that. Maybe talk about Thorns a little bit, especially because we've been, you know, talking with Keltrak a lot and seeing that pop off entirely. I skipped Temporal Chains. We asked this. I don't know. We asked this one. Okay, I wanted to ask about this. With more and more constant interactables encouraged to be held in your inventory in PoE2, such as omens and currency orbs with strong boxes and essences, inventories might be getting a bit clogged. What are the odds of being able to unlock something like a rucksack during the campaign that can only hold those type of items? I did really want to ask that. Personally, I wanted to ask about the Huntress having way more dialogue than everybody else. But I know a lot of people didn't care about this. I was focusing on the stuff that the community cared about. I cut all my questions. Yeah. Yep. Who somebody, what, this is important. I did ask this. Okay. So here's the controversial I didn't ask questions. Okay. We'll start with this one. Okay. When we were talking about the campaign, right? Okay. I'll read off the question, by the way. About 2 months ago, GGG mentioned the likelihood of PoE2 coming out of early access in 2025 was about 65%. Where would you place the chance now? This is important. Okay. This is why I didn't ask the question. One, we were running low on time. And this is important because I asked about the future acts and he shut me down like this. And it was like, and he was like, yeah, I can't talk about blah, blah, blah. Like it was like a minute, right? It was a minute of the interview time. And I was like, I don't want, he's just going to be like, oh, you know, maybe it's possible. Maybe I can't really promise anything. It was just going to be a nothing question. So I realized this is not the interview for that. So I'm not going to ask it. So I know a lot of people wanted this. Same with the base classes all being in early access. Guys, he wasn't going to budge on it. Why waste time if he's not going to answer it? I am curious. So here's a question for you guys. So I send the questions in advance. Other people are also supposed to send questions in advance. So this whole narrative about me like prepping Jonathan, no, everybody does that, guys. Everybody does that. Okay. I'm wondering if I should like ask if there are things that you literally are just going to be like, do I even ask? I lean toward not asking that in the off chance that maybe he wants to divulge a little bit of information, perhaps like on the day, or there's something else in the interview that causes him to maybe not slip, okay, but leak a little bit, right? Because I felt like we got that a few times in the interview. So I don't think I'd ever want them to like say, yeah, we're literally not going to talk about new classes, so don't even ask the new classes question. I think I'd rather just ask it, right? If I have time in the interview. I think that makes sense, right, guys? What I'm saying? I'd argue cadence is more important than final launch date. Honestly, right. You're totally right. Like the final launch date at this point does not... Okay, wait. Even 1.0 launch, guys, it sounds like... I don't know if it's going to have all the classes. Honestly, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So, will it even matter? Will 1.0 matter? Or will it matter once all the... I think the real launch of the game is when all the classes are in. I think that's the real launch of PoE 2. So that's the explanation on that one. I also really wanted to ask this one. This was a personal one, though. Do you have a sneaky teaser for the new MTX slot that replaces a character's model? I don't know if people saw that, but in the next patch, there's going to be a new MTX slot, and it says, yeah, it just replaces your character model. Gender swap? brand new character, like skins, essentially, would be very interesting. I think that's it that was on the list. And then I guess I can talk about trade. Trade. Guys. Everybody's like, why didn't you ask about trade? I even saw some comments saying, like, nobody asked about trade. Guys, I didn't ask about trade because everybody asked about trade. And the past, like, 3 interviews, it's been the same thing. It's been the same thing the past few interviews. I have precious time. It's almost like people just want me to virtue signal and talk about trade, which I'm not gonna do. I'm not just gonna virtue signal. I stand with the people who want better trade. Yeah, I do. Currency exchange market was absolutely goated, right? It saves me tons of time in Path of Exile 1, tons of time in Path of Exile 2. Like I talked about before currency exchange, I would spend half an hour getting all my Eldritch currency when I got to end game. And I wouldn't even get all of it. And now it takes like 2 minutes to get it. And it's so much better. Like, it would be a play session for me sometimes, guys. And now it's improved it massively. Gender bent jug. I think you did fine. I think I did great. If anybody has it in their mind that I think I did poorly, I think I did a freaking amazing job. And I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm very humble. I think I did a great job. I got a lot of people saying, I hate your guts. I love that interview. Good interview. All right. And when I have people that say, I cannot stand you, good interview, that's when I know that I have done a good job. Yeah, it's just I just do it naturally. I'm just naturally arrogant. I saw somebody called me entitled. What the fuck? I'm entitled? Jesus Christ. What? I'm very humble. Some call me the most humble, okay? Right? Okay. All right. We're getting more into, guys, we're getting into the drama. More drama. I feel like, are we going to be a little bit of drama queens today? This is a Fallout video after all, okay? So, I had a goated defender today. Somebody knows who I was referencing there. So, someone who I respect massively came out and defended me today. Hats off to this man. This guy is probably the most respected Path of Exile content creator out there. And the most beloved. Who is it? Who is it? Who's the most respected and most beloved content creator in all the Path of Exile community? Oh, somebody instantly said it. Okay, somebody said Quinn. Not Quinn. Not Quinn. Okay. All right. Somebody instantly got it. My man Neversink. The filter god came out and defended me today. For those of you who don't know, this is the guy who designed the loot filter that all the player base uses, essentially. Right? This guy, if you do not follow, if you don't have a Twitter account, totally get it. If you do and you don't follow Neversink, follow Neversink. Okay? Neversink has the most thoughtful takes, and this is totally disconnected from this. He has the most thoughtful takes on Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2. He is very critical. He is very open. He is very serious, and he is very German. Okay? And I mean that in the best possible way. Okay? He is so serious. Okay? When I interviewed him in December, I tried to make jokes, and 9 out of 10 of them fell flat, and he did not laugh. And I was like, oh shit. But it was such an amazing interview. Okay? All right? I think maybe you just need to ignore the haters. I am ignoring them, bro. You have no idea how many I'm ignoring. I'm not even ignoring. I'm talking about the lovers. Here's a lover. Look at this guy. I've seen a lot of people complain that Try was too soft on Jonathan during the interview. Should every interview be held by Path of Math equipped with battery clamps? Maximizing discomfort is not a great way to get more interviews and information. I think he got some pushback. So he expanded on it, okay? Just to expand on that, I'm not saying that interviews need to be soft, in quotes again, all the time. Ziz did an outstanding job in his interview, but the situation also demanded it, with the .2 release being pretty lackluster. That being said, it doesn't help the developers feel threatened by the community and need to be super on edge just because the community receives anything they say negatively. Harsh interviews should be the exception, not the regular case, in my opinion. I think it's good if there's a variety of different content creators capable of holding interviews with their own style. True. Furthermore, Try did did receive a fair bunch of new and interesting info, so his method obviously worked. And then we got then we got a lot of debate. A lot of debate, guys. And by a lot, I mean a lot. One of my favorite things that I did today. I am a fellow consumer of le content, like all of you, okay? And you know who I go to for my news content? You know who it is, guys?
Oh, wow.
When I can't make a video, guess who I go to? You probably heard it. You probably heard it. Oh, howdy, y'all, right? Grab yourselves a drink. It's time for some Path of Exile 1 or 2 discussion. Yeah, you know who it is. I go to Sir Gog, all right? By the way, Sir Gog was the first content creator for Path of Exile I ever watched. First guy, all right? So it was beautiful when I got to chat with him, all right? So I turned on his video this morning, right? Was listening to it. I scrolled to the comments. No way. Wait. Is this the right one? No, this is the wrong one. Okay, here. No, is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one.
Oh,
wait, did he hide it? Oh, no, there we go. Guys, I am free engagement. I went and I saw this video when it was like 7 hours old, and it had like 100 updates and 55 replies on it. And they are all absolutely destroying me. And for anybody who didn't see the comment, thank you for not making me watch Cringe Try and get all the info. Was there pushback? Is there pushback now? I read, like, I was reading and I was like, wow, it's just a whole bunch of shitters. Oh god. I gotta turn the gain down a bit. Is my gain a little too high? Sometimes I get a little animated. Oh man. So this interview. Overall, guys, I think it was the best that we conducted. I think it had the best reception by the Path of Exile community, by the Path of Exile content creators, by the Path of Exile developers, and the greater even content creation sphere. I think that it had such... It was just great. It was so great. And I did not expect that. I will not lie. I was like, we're 1 week away from freaking the 3.26 reveal, right? Oh, the patch isn't happening this week. Okay, so it's You know, we might not get a lot of new information. This might just be kind of a chat with Jonathan. Okay, I'm fine with that. Oh my God. No, I was wrong. And I'm so happy. I thought it went so well, guys. So, what do you expect? You're a green dinosaur. That's a herbivore. True. I just don't go for the meat. Doing a measured interview was very cringe. Very cringe. I didn't think... Was I too much in the interview at all? Okay, there's one thing that I do agree with on the cringe front, guys. Although I don't regret it. I see it, but I don't regret it. I did call Jonathan bro. I called Jonathan bro. Like, can you believe it? Bro, I called him bro. Like, it's not like I said bruh. No, I think I just let it slip. I said like, yeah, bro. I think when it's like one of those things that just slips into your speech, like, right? Like the word like. Or I say, you know, a lot when I'm speaking. I'll say a line and then I'll reiterate it with, you know. Bro is one of those things that slips in. That's cringe. Okay, to be fair, he is a bro. And you know what, guys? Jonathan was like smiling the whole interview, dude. And I think it was very genuine. I do. I thought he had a genuinely good time. He did. I don't care about your mannerism. I just wanted some new information and we didn't really... We learned that they're finally they're returning to... Nah, you're trolling. You're trolling. I'm not even doing it. No. You're not rage baiting me. You're not rage baiting me. No. I almost did it. I almost went into like a... No, it's not happening. No. Wait. Oh. Now should I take the bait? I could take the bait now, but I can't see anything. So I can't actually read chat anymore. I really need to get glasses that don't obscure my vision because like if I ever actually do a Toxic Try sketch with an actual script and I'm not just ad-libbing crap, I'm going to be screwed because I can't read anything. I can't, like the monitor's right here. I'm touching the monitor. I can't read this. Can I, if I can... Oh my gosh, I have to get like up against the monitor to see it. That's crazy. Oh. You need to push the glasses onto your brain and just rage that PoE 2 isn't PoE 1. This is why you don't read the comments. Bro, I don't think I can ever stop reading the comments. There's some beautiful shit in the comments. Like, here. One genuinely, like, made me really, really feel last night, dudes. Here, like this one right here. Patch. Right here. Boom. Favorite comment in, like, the past few years. Simon Anan S7P. So I've been a subscriber for ages, but have never commented. Thought I should finally take the time to actually say thank you for your positivity and perspective. I'm 45, truly ancient, a Diablo 2 launch buyer and a longtime PoE fan who feels pretty much exactly the same as you about PoE 2. I'm loving this whole early access process, and having someone who can actually keep the faith keeping me up to date with this stuff means more than you'll ever know. Thank you, and know that you're doing great work there. And then this spawned like a conversation between all these people. You're older than me, 33, but my dad, who introduced me to the OG Diablo when I was 6, plays PoE 2. He is now 60, and so is my mom, who also plays. My dad plays. He's 60 as well. Hey, Ancients, I'm 18. 59 in October. Been playing PoE 1 since open beta. Still run around in PoE 2 with my PoE 1 beta supported Kiwi pet sometimes. Bought D1, D2, D3 at launch. I have trust in GGG after all these years. Gen X. We get wrinkly and older, but we don't grow up. Oh, I love those comments, man. Those fuel me. Those, like, that's the, oh, man. You guys think I just have a negative comment folder? No, I also have a positive comment folder, okay? It would have been hilarious if you brought out Toxic Try during the interviews a bit with Jonathan. Thank you, Malaklu. Thanks for the $5. Never gonna happen. I don't know if Jonathan watches my shorts. Talking about player numbers or rants about how other games fire projectiles and targeting. What does that actually tell the players? You are so funny. Oh my gosh. Isaac, bro, you're good. You're really good. I'm going to take 2 3-minute segments out of the entire 1.5 hour interview that actually that's pretty cool new info. Actually, and still, because they weren't relevant to what I care about, we didn't learn anything. Okay, yeah, literally nothing. You're right. There, it was all irrelevant. Release cadence for PoE 1, PoE 2, Quicksilver, something, you know. Yeah. That question was the reason I shared the video with a friend. Actually, well, thank you. The positivity juice. Nobody cares about druids because druids don't use swords. Sonny Brar, man. Let me tell you, I don't think swords are going to be in the game for quite some time. But I don't think druids are going to be in the game sooner than swords. So we'll be coping together. Yeah. Jonathan tried D4. Pretty cool how he just tries other ARPGs when he feels something is off in Path of Exile 2. I was like, all right, it's off in PoE 2. Let's see how all the competition does it, and let me reorient my position, because I'm obviously wrong. So that even proves, you know, the people who say Jonathan doesn't even play Path of Exile 2. Jonathan might not grind the hell out of endgame Path of Exile 2, but he definitely plays Path of Exile 2. But he plays it more for the feel of it, right? That's very obvious with the interviews. He even said so himself, right? He plays it during the early game. He can make a build that gets to endgame, but that's what he plays mostly. That's what he tests, okay? And if something is off in PoE 2, he doesn't just play more PoE 2 or go to the drawing board, right? He... Very true, Poetic Hitman. He goes and he plays Last Epoch, Torchlight Infinite, Diablo 4, another ARPG which he couldn't name, probably Grim Dawn, maybe. Like, he goes and he plays all these other games, Path of Exile 1, right, which is the same. And he compares them to the game that he's creating, and he's like, okay, you know what? Obviously, I'm wrong here. We're gonna try to implement it into our game. We're gonna give it a go, right? Our competition is doing it. Let's give it a go. Positive try equals haters, equals clicks, equals more exposure, equals more try. Poetic Hitman, you are actually right, okay? The only reason that people hate me is because, of course, there are going to be people that hate me, right? Every single person ever has haters. Keanu Reeves has haters. Tom Cruise has haters. Queen Elizabeth II had haters, okay? Can I name more people? Jesus has haters, okay? Right? Everyone has haters. The bigger I get, the more hate I'm gonna get. I have learned, if anybody has not seen my I Almost Quit video, I have learned to just... Maybe it's a little therapeutic doing those skits, right? But long term, yeah, I right off my back. You need smelling salts. I've never tried those. If we don't get Druid in point 3, I'll riot. It sounds like we're definitely getting a class. I am mostly trolling. I think Druid is probably coming in point 3, but I don't want to hold out hope. But how did he not get two-shotted by white mobs? Parry. Okay, guys, people weren't getting... the white mobs thing... White mobs were tanky. They weren't insta-shotting you in the campaign, right? Tom Cruise is Scientologist and the Queen is Imperialist. There you go, discount. That's what I'm saying. You don't like him because he's a Scientologist and she's an Imperialist. There you go. I think there's some resentment because you appear to have got instant success overnight and some people can't stand that. No, I get that. I totally get that. I've seen the accusations. I've heard. I actually saw the accusations for the first time in the last Epoch subreddit. Guys, I'd like to address the allegations. Man, that sounded so stupid saying it aloud. Oh my god. Oh. I have read that I am a plant in the action role-playing game genre. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm actually... You know how I've been playing Last Epoch and Path of Exile? Some people think that Tencent created me in a lab to make people more positive about their games. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, right? They told me, or so the claims say, that I needed to start with lore videos. Because everybody cares about the lore. Right? They said start with lore videos and make sure that they have white text on top of the backgrounds. Okay? Alright. Go. I literally can't read. This is really hard. And as the lore videos weren't gaining traction, they said, all right, here we go. Start putting Chris Wilson in your thumbnails. People love Chris. And I said, all right, I will. Bam, success. More Chris, bam, more success. Chris again, success. Chris, success. Chris. Never stop Chrising, okay? All right? So I just put Chris in every single thumbnail. And then they said, all right, the white is too much. The white is too much. Or it's not enough. Sorry, it's not enough. So they said, put in some yellow. All right? So I said, all right. Yellow. Okay. I'll do some yellow. But keep Chris. Okay, so I kept Chris. Lots of success. The success kept going. It kept going. Okay? It slowed down a little bit. All right? Because some unfortunate stuff happened. All right? And they didn't tell me about this. They didn't tell me this. PoE 2 ended up getting delayed. So the plan, the master plan, it wasn't panning out, okay? So we had to stall. So then they said, put some blue into your thumbnails and start putting your face in your thumbnails. Reveal your face, okay? We need to stall. Elongate the amount of time, all right? So then I started doing Path of Exile 1 content, and I put my face in the thumbnails. They said, why aren't you showing your arms? You need to show your arms in your thumbnails. More arm show, all right? So I wore tank tops. I did cringe YouTube thumbnail poses, okay? I talked about people blowing up in ARPGs like this man right here, all right? And then I began going in on the enemy of Tencent. All right? Tencent, if you guys don't know, you know, I'm on the inside, so I know this. Tencent and NetEase, you know, they have a relationship, okay? And it's not a good one, all right? So I had to go in against Blizzard. I just had to go in. So I actually loved Diablo 4, but I had to go in on D4 and pit D4 and PoE against each other. So I did some video essays about what was going on with Diablo 4. And then I did a little bit of experimental stuff like this Quiz of Exile right here, right? No traction, okay? And I just kept at it because Tencent, they was just saying, you keep going, keep going. Eventually you'll pop. Eventually you'll pop, all right? So I just kept going and going and going. And then, bam. Then it happened. Tencent said, somebody needs to get on Reddit and start answering questions so Try can make news videos about Path of Exile 2 from Reddit posts. Okay? Alright. Then I started making videos about Path of Exile 2's game director. Okay? Discussing all these little cool things about Path of Exile 2 because nobody else was paying attention to it. Alright? And I consistently got up every morning at 5 a.m. and I started reading these Reddit threads and making videos and getting the juice to everybody on YouTube. All right. Every morning, 5 a.m. I'd get up, I'd set the clock. I'd get up 2 hours before I had to get ready for work, and I would make sure that I made a video. And then I kept continuously doing that. And then there would be interviews about Path of Exile 2. And then I would say, oh, I'm going to watch the interview, and immediately after, I'm going to do a summary of all the Path of Exile 2 information in there, right? Okay? And then I'm going to post it right after, but I'm going to make sure I get permission from the content creators because I want to build relationships with each of the content creators, okay? So I started talking to Zizarin and Ziggy D and like Rise and all these different content creators, okay? And I realized like people really enjoyed this, right? So I leaned into it. I leaned into being the Path of Exile 2 news vehicle, and I kind of just phased out, you know, Tencent and everything, right? And I started really just grinding myself, all right? And trying to do new and interesting things, okay? And I kept doing it all the way up until, oh my gosh, March, when I got to fly out to play Path of Exile 2, and Tencent wasn't related at all. I kept grinding it out, had my first video featured on the Path of Exile website. I remember being so giddy I couldn't sleep that night. It was a lore theory, or it was a theory on what Necropolis was going to be, all right? Kept grinding, kept grinding, kept grinding, kept grinding. Got my first interview with Jonathan, 25,000 views. Holy crap. Wow. That's crazy. First interview with Jonathan there. That was a really fun time. All right. And then this is what I call the Doom era. The Doom era. All right. The slop era. How about? I can call it the slop era. I started posting just consistently, like, and it wasn't even like that substantial, you know? A lot of these videos, the signal to noise ratio was poor, okay? And I kept doing it until June of 2024. And my audience kind of said, don't do that. Wait until there's content. Stop doing it. And you know what? I listened. And this is actually why I have kind of that that perception of me in some spaces, like that I just post slop content, is because of this entire era, like right here, I'd say, to like here, right here, about. A lot of these videos weren't that great, right? They weren't great, okay? And I admit it. I had to make improvements. So I made improvements. And I was very careful with the content, the type of content that I posted, right? And you know what I saw? I started seeing growth, okay? Started seeing a lot of growth. And I just kept being consistent. I kept being disciplined. I tried out new stuff. I experimented. And I just kept going and going and going and going and going and writing everything. Just going, just never stopping, right? Kept grinding the hell out of it. I did the interview series, right? 600 And 3 videos later. Thank you for the raid, Scrimps. I'm just finishing the story. 603 videos later. Hundreds of nights where I wake up before my wife, before my kids. Or I stay up past my wife, past my kids. Right? And I'm here today. This is how I got here. I'm not a plant. It wasn't luck. Like, it was luck. I think a little bit of it was luck. But once you get lucky, then you have to capitalize on it, right? You can get super lucky in like the stock market and have like, maybe you bought into Netflix before it randomly turned into this crazy streaming service that everybody buys. And maybe you made a ton of money then. But if you want to keep making tremendous amounts of money, you have to be pretty wise with your stock choices in your portfolio, right? That is exactly what I did here. So it might seem from the outset that a lot of people think that I just blew up overnight and I didn't put any work or effort into it, but it cannot be more different than the truth. It cannot be. All right. Oh my gosh. Thank you. What? Somebody gave away memberships? Thank you for the memberships and thank you for the raids. How you doing, Scrimps? Are you practicing for the Path of Exile 1 League launch, dude? Oh my gosh, 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Hippocrates. I appreciate it, man. Oh, you got some cool videos planned? I mean, it's going to be exciting, dude. Are you happy about the news that it's going to be, hopefully, 2 months, on, off? And today we found out what happens with the build when everything goes wrong. Well, dang. Hoping there's some crazy balance changes incoming. We'll see. Four-month leagues was the best news I could have hoped for. Seriously, man. Okay, sorry for that. Sorry for that, like, little... It started kind of as a bit. But seriously, it's crazy, guys. A lot of people have to put work. You got to put work into this. Like, some people are very lucky when it comes to like YouTube or Twitch or other platforms, but usually there's quite a bit of work behind it. And then YouTube is only one part of it, guys. You know, like scheduling the podcast series. Holy crap! Oh my goodness. I gotta talk with a lot of different people for that and schedule things and get up at odd times and try to convince people to maybe they get up at odd times and stuff like that. So yeah, man, honestly, the only thing out of the entire interview that I didn't like were the thoughts on harvest res swapping. Well, you and me both, Scrimps, because I love harvest res swapping. I kind of saw his point with it in Path of Exile 2 because you can finish items so quickly in PoE 2 because there's not the breadth and depth of item crafting as in PoE 1. But in PoE 1, harvest crafting is not speeding up the process even a little bit. There's orbs of awakening, there's elevated modifiers, there's all these influenced modifiers, like there's all these other upgrade systems. So I get it in PoE 2 because it's very surface level right now, but in PoE 1, nah, I don't think harvest is OP at all. Balancing out which type of res an item has isn't an interesting pain point. Yeah, I agree. Jonathan is pro harvest swapping. Mark is against it. I always say hard work won't just get you success, but if you get good luck and you're not working hard, then it won't get you anywhere either. Well said, Goatmang. Well said. I was wondering if asking them about RMT and bots was like saying Voldemort or Hogwarts. I actually don't know, Robert. I can't remember. I can't remember an interview wherein RMT was like asked about, but I'm all for putting that in my question list for the next interview. Oh, see you later, Scrimps. Thanks for lurking. They don't answer questions on RMT. I can't think of like a time when it was asked about, so maybe they just don't. Yeah, maybe you're right. They just don't ask. They don't answer questions. You might be totally right, bro. Might be totally right. Oh boy. Okay. So let's see. They were asked during Ko's interview, the Drop Trains podcast. No, Elon. Oh God, Elon. Yeah, what a that was interesting. Oh, the Elon thing. But they were specifically asking about Elon. I think if it was framed as more of an RMT thing, they'd be more likely to discuss it. Okay. All right, guys. I want to try Arbiter again. Are you guys down with that? Are you guys down with me arbitering again? All right. If anybody has any questions about the interview or anything else, just let me know. I'm watching the chat. Watching the chat. Oh my God. Okay, so just in case anyone ever finds themselves in that situation that I just found myself in, you have to down the Arbiter. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. I lost all of my fragments. Oh, you have to down the Arbiter in that attempt. You can't like let the thing despawn. Oh, I'm so silly. Oh my God. Oh, that's gonna hurt. So you get infinite tries, but it's gone, and you have to do it in that go-around. Wow, that is crushing. I try. I'm not a regular viewer, but I just want to say congrats on getting an interview, and I hope it goes your channel. You seem like a cool dude. Thank you, Butsu, and I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it was huge for the channel. I'm in a bit of a moral conundrum try. I know Lightning Spear needs tuning, and I'm expecting it to be, but my wife just tried it today, and I haven't heard her laugh like this in Glee in a long time. I don't think it will get dumpstered like Spark was. I think Spark got absolutely dumpstered. I think Spark was a little bit more egregious, at least with like the screen clutter. Spark was more egregious. I think we have a better chance of Lightning Spear surviving in a pretty similar form. I think it's super fun. Yeah, Brian Patrick, same thing happened to you. Yeah, that is actually soul crushing. I'm actually kind of sad right now. Wow. I cannot believe I lost my Arbiter. Holy crap, you guys. I haven't seen any Fallout. Where's it at? Oh, we already talked about it, man. You know, like a very vocal minority, but we just talked about kind of the reasonings behind it, if it was valid, and, you know, how to improve for the future. I am so sad. Oh my, I can't believe I lost my Arbiter, guys. I actually can't believe that. That is so crazy. I did not think it would work that way. What happened exactly with the Arbiter just now? So I attempted him a few times at the beginning of the stream, and you get infinite tries once you open it, but the portals despawn, and when I go back to the burning monolith, the fragments aren't inside it. So I lost my fragments and I lost my Arbiter. So now I know I have to go in and I have to down him from 100 to 0 in that go, or I lose everything. Oh, that's not the right way. Druid is in December, mark my words. Well, 0.4 is now slated for December if they keep up the every 2 months a PoE league cadence, which is cool. Oh, you know, that AI question's a really good question, actually. I might ask that next interview. That's really good. I am really curious about GGG's use of AI. Has anybody asked a question related to AI yet? I don't think so. I portaled out and I was AFK for long enough so that I lost all my fragments. Yep. Very unfortunate. It's okay, Honderly. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the interview. Oh, they mentioned using AI in artwork for uniques? Okay. Well, the next PoE 2 patch is going to be in August, so you don't have to wait all the way till December. No, no, no! Oh, no!
Eat this!
I messed up the grenades. There we go. Would they tell us if they were using AI to create content? Well, maybe if I asked it in a, you know, like a kind manner, I think they might. Where's like grenade? Grenades are all right there. Honestly, though, I think I might be going more and more for projectiles. So, ask about a single-player skill tree, temp move speed fix. GG loves trees. I'm not sure what you mean right there. Well, we don't know if it's 0.4. That's just it being slated for December. That's just that they keep up with the cadence. 0.3 would be in August, and then 0.4 would be in December. Maybe they are going for full launch in December. I very much doubt it unless they've changed what their concept of a full launch actually is, which they may have. I would not classify a full launch having only not all the classes. Like, if not all the classes are in, it's not like a true full launch. They just want to get it out of early access. Right. So learning how to use this grenade skill is going to be quite the task. Oh, I haven't even tried the flash grenade. Oh my gosh, I should totally do flash grenades. So what is the combo? A flash grenade. Pretty cool. It stuns them, keeps them there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable, Omega Cybers. Okay, so that goes down, and then it stuns them, and then I just Giga Blast them with grenades there. Yeah, pretty much. It's just a very different playstyle with grenades and crossbows than anything I've played so far in PoE 2. Maybe we get 2 classes in point 2 or point 3. No, he mentioned us not potentially getting the class that's coming in point 3 if they don't have enough time for it. He thinks we'll get it. So he did confirm that there's 1 class coming at least. So I hope it's the druid. I'm not getting my hopes up though. Oh, player power for the campaign. No, I think they just want to, I don't think they want temporary band-aid fixes with any of that. I think they want to make sure it's getting into a good spot. That was nice. With that, I think they want it in a good spot without any temporary fixes. It'll be a lot different once I unlock a detonator for my grenades. Yeah. I mean, they're pretty powerful as long as I aim them properly. I am on trade, but I don't want to take handouts. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I'll just play campaign for a little bit, and then I'm going to chill with my wife for a little bit. I'll see if we can get to Executioner on this. Meh. Look, it's our favorite modifier. Volatile plants. Ooh, I could show off what Jonathan was talking about a little bit. What are the new changes and content coming in the patch next week? We know that there's going to be a whole bunch of quality of life stuff introduced. We know that some powerful unique items are going to be far more rare, or far less rare. We know that a lot of, or a few at least, or they said many actually, so I'm gonna say a lot. A lot of chase uniques are coming into the game, which is cool. So it'll hopefully enable some more builds, especially in the end game. And there's improvements, it seems like, across the board coming. It doesn't sound like there's any balance coming in that particular patch, but in subsequent patches for Dawn of the Hunt, there will be balance changes, which is very exciting. Including, too, the Acolyte of Chayula. The patch is next week. That is correct. It was pushed back 1 week. Or it was pushed to next week. I don't know if it's going to be like a Monday, Tuesday thing. Oh, what if we shot from the butt? Now that would be very interesting indeed. I should have asked Jonathan that when he had the mug. Jonathan, can you turn the mug over? Okay. Yep. Spill it out. That's totally fine. All right. Now, what if you shot from the mug's butt? Right? Do you think that would set Path of Exile 2 even further apart from other ARPGs? Is this a positive or a negative thing, Jonathan? Let me know. Come on. What do you think? Let's go AOC, baby. What's going on? What? Oh, there's some politics. Oh no, let's not do that, guys. ExileCon 2025? No, there will not be. But the next ExileCon, I am gonna try to buy a ticket if I can get my hands on one. And I definitely plan on being there. Oh my god. Oh, see, I'm so politically minded. Acolyte of Chiola AOC. Oh my god. Oh! Acolyte of Corta. Man, grenades pop. I need them to aim correctly. We are on SSF, by the way. Toxic reporting live from ExileCon. It'll do numbers. I don't think that's what I'll do. I'll probably be pretty chill with everybody. Oh yeah, come on, come on. Let's get a big pack here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, it made him stagger back. That's not what I wanted. Oh my goodness, no! Crossbows early game are such a slog. I think it's just the aiming of grenades that are a little rough. Okay, since I'm going way off off track, I might as well try to get a chest. Or am I not going off track? I'm definitely off track here. Oh, that was perfect. Oh, it was another perfect one. Oh. Absolute beast. Interesting. Keep going down that way. They are poppers. The mercenaries should call grenades poppers. That would be pretty awesome. This feels very PoE 1-esque right now. I haven't upgraded anything. I should be dead. I should not be living here, exiles. Oh, here we go, executioner. Let's freaking go. All right, should I at least identify this? Nope. No, I don't even have gloves on. Ew. Let's just go back to town. Oh, let's go back to town and sell. Hey, Nubular, what's going on, man? Good morning. It's 9:44 where I am. What are you? Where are you? You're probably in like Asia or New Zealand. Actually, this whole wheel is kind of trash. Screw that. Australia. Australia, all right. Didn't, you know, apologies for my terrible accent. I've done some terrible D&D accents before, and some of them have been Australian accents. Sorry, not sorry. Another movement speed boots. I already have movement speed boots though, so. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's... And my int is that bad? Let's save it for now. I need to find that that rune thing. All right, big crossbow. Oh! 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 That's a juicy one, exiles. Oh, that's even juicier. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, shoot. Is this guy still crying? Yeah, I'm constantly crying, bro. Path of Reps was a good name idea. Flex of Exile. Australia. Alright, which one's technically better? This one, right? I mean, the attack speed is... Wait, why is the reload time so much lower? Is it because of the attack speed? Alright, we gotta sell some. Too bad we don't actually... we don't have any money to sell. Oh no. Oh no. We don't have money. How much do these sell for?
Take a look.
Nope. Well, we'll come back for it. I won't forget you. We heard those attempts. Oh, so I was crying. I guess I was crying. Okay. You're true. I was crying. Oh, we're just gonna go for him. God, I love this. I wish this guy was harder.
Not this time.
He was so hard when I first fought him. It was kind of insane. My wife and I took so many attempts to get him. Of course I die. Of course I die. Good. I should die. Try Zach's Australia at home. Can I pre-do it? Oh my gosh, I don't know his tells anymore. I'm actually dying, you guys. I'm showing my rust. This is what I get for playing Expedition 33 for 3 weeks straight and not playing any Path of Exile 2. By the way, I finished the game, guys, and I bawled my eyes out playing it. Okay? If you have not played Expedition 33, I highly recommend it. That was bad. No, I staggered him out of my grenades. No, 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 no. There we go. I'm glad I died twice, though. Thank goodness. I deserve that. I'm not interested in Expedition 33 gameplay, but I'm in its story. I'll probably just watch a Let's Play. Man, yeah, I've not played a turn-based game since Baldur's Gate 2, and I really ended up enjoying the combat. And I've never played any like Souls game really through. I played like a few hours of Elden Ring. Man, I came to really enjoy the combat of Expedition 33. And yeah, the story was peak.
And here I thought I'd reached the manor already. Bugger.
I want to play, but I find turn-based so boring. K-Mada, they have... I don't know if you tried it, but they have done a phenomenal job of really sprucing up the turn-based gameplay. It's actually very active, and it's extremely cinematic. Like, it's crazy. I'm almost considering, like, maybe doing maybe a few streams of it. But I don't know. I'm not a full-time streamer, so I don't have that much time. I would, if I was a full-time streamer, I would definitely stream that game. And then you guys could all see me bawl my eyes out. Because I still bawl if I watch, like, any of the cutscenes, especially from, like, the end of the game. I bawl my little eyes out. And that music is just beautiful. Uh-oh, Ellie Rezora. Uh-oh. We're in trouble, boys. I should probably go get that way better crossbow, yeah? I'm gonna go get that right now. Hopefully it's still in the shop. Did I level? I don't think I leveled. For those who come after. Well, there's a very specific line that that resonates with me in particular. There we go.
One of my finest.
I won't spoil it. Want to see Try Cry? Dude, I bawled my eyes out for probably a half hour. And then I re-explained the ending of Expedition 33 to my wife, and I bawled my eyes out again. Very true story. I think I honestly just might sell stuff
Take a look.
to get a little bit more gold, since I am so lackluster in the gold department. Alright, and now might as well look. Yeah, I don't have anything. Yeah, can I show you the targeting issue Jonathan was talking about? Yes. Here. She was not as caring. Okay. So, watch this. All right, when I shoot at the gargoyle, if I have my mouse on the cursor, it's going to hit him, right? But if I aim like this, right? 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 Like if it's just to the side a little bit, right? Wow, he's not taking any damage. Okay. It's way better with lightning spear and large creatures. Oh wow, that was cool. I've actually never seen that because I've never played projectiles. I'm called a plant because I don't have enough playtime to talk about stuff.
Here it comes.
I have never... I don't really talk about topics that I think require a bunch of playtime, damn it. I don't talk about like speedrunning. I don't talk about like build creation and iteration. I talk with people who participate in those things, and I'm interested in what they have to say, but I never claimed to be a master in any of that. This is going to be tough. These dudes are hecka tanky. I think I can get to the manor. I still am a little... Obviously, it's the shields that are absolutely destroying me. How do other games do it? Essentially, if I aimed like that, the other games would it would still hit the monster. Whereas in Path of Exile 2, you got to be pretty darn accurate. It's like it's like pixel perfect, essentially. Whoa. Okay, jeez. All right, somebody at work texted me and I was like, no way. There's not a work emergency right now. Okay, so I have to get that like perfectly down, right? These are Jonathan's favorite monsters, by the way. Or they're one of the monsters. Yeah, they're his favorite monsters, the Death Knights, I believe. And the rares have a special ability. Is that the special ability the rare has to have? No, not that, right? Is it? Is it that? See, that's so cool. If everything had a really cool ability like that. Yeah, that must be the special ability the rare monsters have. Man. That's so cool. It's so funny sometimes with the YouTube chat guys because they're watching like the beginning of the video and they're wow. Whoa, okay. They're watching the beginning of the interview or the video and they're going through and they're responding to things I said a long time ago. Pretty funny to see. Lightning Res. Wow, and this is right before Geonor 2. Oh my gosh. Let's freaking go. Heck yeah.
Ready, Exile? It is time to hunt.
Ron Array. You finally got me. Thanks for the raid, bro. I'm just yapping and I'm about to log, man. I'm gonna go hang with my wife. We're just playing through getting our butt kicked in the campaign. I've never played Mercenary before. And I've never played crossbows before. So I am absolutely getting stomped as I learn how to play with this. They're so different compared to everything else in the game. Like, it's crazy. Oh, sorry, okay. Different from the things I played. I played like Mace, I played Spear, I played Quarterstaff, and I played Sorceress and spells. I am having fun. It's very different. And I've seen some of the later gameplay. What I actually want to do, Omega Cybers, is I want to do a rapid fire build with Pin. That's what my brother-in-law played. This league. And he's actually still progressing pretty far. He was the first of our group to get to down Arbiter. Actually. What do you mean, where was your raid? What do you... I raided you last week, Ron! Thanks so much for the raid, bro. I hope you had a great stream. Bloodman, I swear you went from a well-reasoned, like, critique of the game and my channel to just being like a flat-out troll. It's kind of sad to see, dude. Hope things are going well with you. Let's go with the double stun. No, that's fine, bro. That's fine. I'm also saying what's on my mind. I have an okay memory. Oh. Only doing low level. Well, if you want to know the truth is, I was going to do Arbiter today, and then I totally effed up and I lost all my Arbiter fragments. And that's like all of my endgame playtime that got completely washed away because I made a stupid mistake. And I was kind of dejected, so I decided not to play any more endgame today and just play the campaign because I lost like all of my progress essentially in endgame. Today, live on stream actually, and it really sucked. So I guess that's the truth of today. But the reason you don't really see endgame gameplay from me is because I'm usually doing like podcasts and everything and prepping for those. And I play off stream because I don't do this as a full-time gig. I do this 2 nights a week usually, on top of my entire family life, my career, my exercise, upkeeping the house, and all that stuff. So that's why you don't see my endgame stuff. Plus, like I said, I've only played like 60 some hours this league, so I haven't played an absolute ton. I was playing a lot of Expedition 33. Is there a rare that I'm not seeing? Where's the rare that I'm not seeing? He's respawning. He's respawning everything. We out. No, it's all good, man. I lost him fair and square. I don't like handouts, so I'll get it back and I'll save it for stream. Okay, we're basically at Count Geonor. We might as well do Count Geonor.
Gold is wasted on the rich.
Might as well, yeah, cost is fine. I do really want a better pot. My pot is so trash right now. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. When are we getting the 3.26 cosplay and League Starter video? I do have plans for one of those, bro. And it's going to be very silly. So I'm pretty excited. Do I have any Survivor fans in the chat? All right. Oh god, oh god, oh this is dangerous. Holy crap. Oh god. I'm gonna go pump that up. Still cosplaying a bear when Druid comes out. I might do something silly like that. But yeah, I think my League Starter skit, nice life regen. Wait, might be Survivor related. So my League Starters will be interesting. Oh gosh. I need to spec into a little bit of strength.
I was thinking.
I didn't realize, I guess, that they're strength skills. I was specking into dex, dudes. Oh my gosh. Ask Mark for a voice snippet? Yes.
Where'd I go?
There we go. There we go. That was good. Oh, they're gonna get boomed. They are also getting boomed. I thought they were. Basically did. Whoa, 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 whoa. I've never seen... What? I've not had this spawn before.
First ones, hear our laments. Sanity recedes ever further into the dark.
No!
Shadows hover above us, in the corners, watching and waiting. What sickness has come among us that suddenly settles our minds,
Wow, that didn't do any damage.
poised to strike. Nowhere is safe.
No! No! I swear I knocked him out of it, but it still did damage. Okay. You know, one ability that I'm kind of sad got removed, and maybe should be added back as a rare monster modifier for those Iron Enforcers. They used to have the tongue ability that launched out at you and stunned you. And man, did that infuriate me, but they totally removed it from the game. They should just add those to the rare versions of the Iron Enforcers. I think I'm gonna message Jonathan about that and be like, yo, add the tongue ability back into the game just for the rare versions of those. Should still freak players out. These guys, these Iron Enforcers, they had the tongue stun. Oh my goodness gracious. Me and my friends are relatively new to PvE2, and our main issue is not wanting to do the campaign 40 times to play different classes. They would never do skips, man. No. Like, the most you can kind of do to improve that is, like, twinking gear. The campaign can actually be pretty darn fast. Like, the people untwinked who speedrun it can do it in, like, 3 hours, which is 3 hours in, like, what, 15 minutes or something? Like, the best of the best. But I think a lot of people, or at least so the developers, and I think this is a pretty noble cause, they want the campaign in Path of Exile to not just be a blip. They want it to be a part of your character's journey. And that's why you ascend, you know, like 2 and in the future 3 times in it, right? And they want some of this to be, well, at least it used to be pretty challenging. And I'm getting challenged a little bit here, right? Like, I'm getting a little bit of pushback. And they just don't want you to just raffle stomp your way to the end, which I think is cool. A lot of other ARPGs, including Path of Exile 1, right, the campaign is going to be just that complete blip. It's not going to be very challenging. Share your very first time through ever as a new player. I think it's very challenging. Like, I remember fighting Kitava for the first time, and it was pretty tough. And a lot of you guys in the chat, first time you play Path of Exile 1, remember how tough it was? You probably... what is it called? Death Rushed? What is it called? Graveyard Rush. There you go. Graveyard Rush some bosses. I know I did. I am stuck. I know I did. But subsequent times, that almost never happens. Right? Maybe if I'm lacking resistances against, like, Kitava or something, I can just get one shot if I'm not paying attention and stuff like that. But against most of the other bosses, it's pretty chill. Solaris and Lunaris actually were my biggest banes before. But I think I finally figured out how to not die against them.
The prettiest piece
So,
makes the
hey, Desby Frag, thanks for the prime, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, to be honest, guys, literally, in a live stream, I've never had a problem like interacting with people who like disagreed with me until today. This is the first time I've finally had a feeding the trolls, oh my god, you made a mistake, interaction. So it's been a good run. Like, honestly, I've been streaming for like a year and a half, right? Not consistently, but I've been streaming for about a year and a half. And this is the first time we've got trolls in the live chat. Pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm impressed. Programmer. Oh, we getting close. I sense it. I sense my favorite boss. I know. I know you're right here. I know it all too well. Let's go back to town, just double check really fast. Okay. On your first playthrough, Arakali kicked your butt. Dude, I totally graveyard rushed Arakali. Mostly because I didn't understand. I like did not get her mechanics at all, man. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Sweet, 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 sweet. All right, here we go.
What would you like?
I'm gonna turn up the music. I'm sorry for people listening, but it's something I just got to do. Anything? No. All right, in we go. Oh, first. All right. All right. Oh no, I just have stash tabs and I've named them all, bro. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Music's going up.
Kill him, and you shall have everything I promised.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself.
You could bloody well try. Here it comes.
First one's iron. You dare mock me. You'll pay with your life.
Bro.
Open the cage.
I'm dealing too.
Release the
Oh, no.
beast. Give me what you promised.
Holy crap, I almost died in the phase change. Now that would have been unfortunate.
I'll find someone who can. Goodbye.
You manipulative whore. How dare you abandon me after all I've given you?
All right, I can't get hit.
Chilling frost.
I'm about to
I
log
will
off.
take out your heart
I'm facing GNR.
and savor it. Chilling frost. Solstice of pain. You are hunted. Fang, tooth, and claw. Tortured under the moon. The pack suffered but endured. And howled now in tune. No tales were told. None knew
none old, and their endless hunger grew ever stronger. I will take out your heart.
Wait a sec.
And savor its souls.
Oh yes, I interrupted the perfect one. There we go.
Breathing. I smell your blood.
Need more time.
That's pretty easy and on range, honestly. Oh, this is the coolest part. I
Allow
love
me
this
to
part.
clear your mind, if only for a moment. The madness, it consumed my being. Oriana used it against me.
Where has she taken the beast?
I found messages from the desert.
From the Vastiri?
Yes. Find her. Kill her. But first, please, stop the madness.
As you wish. We must make haste. Let us return to Clearfell to make our preparations.
Let's go. Why am I doing the campaign? Because I lost my Arbiter of Ashatount tonight. And I'm getting a fresh perspective on the campaign because they made a whole bunch of changes to it. Plus, I have never played crossbows before. Crossbows are the mercenary, so I'm just trying out a new archetype. Especially since now we know the next act, or the next, not next act. The next update is coming in 2 months. So. Oh, wow. That's a really nice spear. Holy crap. Might as well just pop that in there. All right, guys.
How can I
And we will
pray?
pop to Act 2.
The Countess has escaped with the beast. Every attempt to control it has ended in cataclysm. We must pursue her to the plains of Vastiri. We should find the Marikath caravan. Only they can lead us through that harsh and unforgiving land.
All right.
Well, sir, we have arrived. The Vastiri awaits.
All right.
Good luck
We
to you.
are going to stop it here. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in for today's stream. Oh, that was a loud gunshot. Appreciate chatting about the interview, talking about what we could have done better, talking about what, you know, hopefully we'll do next time if we get another opportunity, which it sounds like we will. Yeah. Appreciate it. Hey, Ice Cold Snake, what's going on, dude? You caught me right at the tail end. Right at the tail end, man. Oh, let's do Frosty. Let's do Frosty with Elden Ring. I'll do it though, so I can just insta raid. Dude. I'll raid Frosty. So Frosty LaRue is playing Elden Ring Night Rain. Go give him some love, you guys. He is the infamous content creator who puts together the compilations and everything. So thank you so much, Sonara, and I appreciate it, dude. Thank you, Chris. Any tips for writing scripts or writing my videos? I structure mine like a persuasive essay with my voice. So just use your authentic voice and structure it like a persuasive essay like you used to write in high school. That's what I do. Oh yeah, I'm off in 2. I'm gonna chill with my wife. All right. Best Australian accent to close out. Oh God. Oh God. I'm down from the land down under, you know. I'm down from the land down under with lots of kangaroos. Lots of kangaroos in my backyard, man. You know, I just get in my car and I just start driving, and then to the left, to the right, I see a kangaroo. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, man, it just jumps right in front of my car and bam, smash right into the kangaroo. Got to get out of the car. The kangaroo's sprawling all around on the floor. I don't know exactly what to do with the kangaroo. So, you know, I try to pick it up. It ends up kicking me. I fly a few feet backwards, end up knocking out. I don't know what I'm saying. There's my Australian accent. Keep my streaming job, man. What do you mean? I don't have a streaming job. All right, have a good night, everybody. See ya. Have a good one. Oh my god.